You see what I'm saying? You guys understand what I'm saying. You guys know what's going on here. You know? Because you got to get in there and you just got to get a couple uppercuts in. You know, you guys know what I'm talking about. We're all fighters here. We're all fighters here. Laker fans. I don't know what the hell just happened. I don't know what I just watched, to be honest with you. But I appreciate you guys being a part of the post-game show after the post-game show. Get this all fixed up here. Ready to go. Thank you for being a part of the show, Laker fans. There we go. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. What the hell just happened, Laker fans? I got you, my people. I got you. What just happened, Laker fans? How the heck did the Lakers just beat the Memphis Grizzlies? I don't know how they did it. I don't know what the hell they did, but they got the W, and that is all that freaking matters. What a big-time win for the Lakers. Talk about desperation right now, just trying to get wins, and the Lakers found a way to do it. Somebody's saying, where's the punches? I had the punches. The punches came a little bit. I came a couple like this. I even kind of like ducked in under. I don't even know what I'm doing, but the punches were in there, Laker fans. Punches were in there, Laker fans. My gosh. I don't know how they won that game. I really don't know how they won that game. But it doesn't really matter how they won. They got the freaking W. And Memphis kind of let them hang around, and Lakers obviously took advantage of it. Okay, so a couple things here. Let me kind of set up what we're going to do in the pregame show. We'll talk specifically about the game. We'll talk about specific players, Dennis Schroeder, Russ, some of their contributions. We'll talk a little bit about what the hell was going on there before halftime with Shannon Sharpe and the Memphis Grizzlies. That was all right there. I don't know what the hell was going on. Take a look at the NBA standings. There's some news on Anthony Davis, a little bit more updates on the Anthony Davis front, and then we'll take it from there. So let's just do this. There's certain stats that you read as the game is progressing that's kind of going to dictate who's going to win the game. And for me, there's a couple easy stats to talk about, to kind of point out here that tells really most of the story. So I'll tell you what I'm referring to. Number one, Lakers were out-rebounded by 16. Lakers 24-10 offensive rebounds in favor of the other guys. Points in the paint, 64-44 in favor of the other guys. Those are all always key statistics that went the other way. They went to the Memphis Grizzlies, where Memphis kind of shot themselves in the foot. It felt like they were up the entire game, 6 points, 8 points, 7 points, 9 points. They kind of always had a comfortable lead the entire way, at least in the second half. But they weren't taking out the Lakers. Every time they'd go up 8, they'd miss a 3, and then Lakers would hit 3, and it's back down to 5. And then they'd go back up by 7, and then Lakers would hit a shot. It wasn't the greatest played basketball game. We're not going to look at that game and say, wow, this is how you should play 48 minutes of basketball. But it was just enough of letting the Lakers hang around. Memphis struggled at the free throw line, 26 of 40. They left 14 points. They left 14 points on the board, and the Lakers obviously took advantage of that. So they allowed the Lakers to just hang around enough to where you never know what can happen in the final couple of minutes. I said this pregame. I said this at halftime. Can you just make it a game in the fourth quarter, and then we'll see what happens? You just kind of live with the results from there. And the Lakers have had a tendency of doing that here. And they've had a tendency of doing that over the last couple of weeks, where they went on a 5-game winning streak, but then they lost to Dallas or they lost to Denver first. That's fine. No LeBron in Denver. Obviously no Anthony Davis. Lost to Dallas in double overtime. That was not okay. Lost to Philly by 1. That wasn't okay. Beat Houston. Lost to the Sacramento Kings without Sabonis. That wasn't okay. And then this one, you just assumed everybody's there for Memphis. The only person they're missing is Danny Green, but obviously they got all their key pieces. And here we are, and this is what I was talking about. In the fourth, or I said this in the pregame show. Just make it a game by the time the fourth quarter comes, and we'll see what happens. And the Lakers kind of put themselves in a position. Memphis didn't step on the Lakers' throat when they had the opportunity and let them hang around. And then ish happens in every single game, and it happened tonight, and the Lakers found a way to kind of walk away, steal a game from the Grizzlies. This is one of those games that where the Grizzly fans, like we've done plenty of times, are going to say, how the hell did we lose that game to the Lakers? And by the way, I'm with them. I don't understand how they lost the game. I want to go. There was a moment here in the game where it seemed like they were starting to take control. It's so funny. I'm looking at the scores here: 103-97, 105-97, about 5:44 left. Then Lakers hit a three. It's 105-100. Then it's 105-102. Then Ja Morant scores. Then Steven Adams scores. Then it's Desmond Bane hitting a three. It's 112-104 with 3 minutes to go. Lakers come back again. They just kind of the Lakers just wouldn't give up. That's the best way that I can describe it, is the team just kept fighting all the way to the end. And then, at some point, even down 5 after Tyus Jones hit a couple free throws, Braun hits a shot, Russ hits a shot, and Lakers are only down 1. And when they're down 3 again, that's when Dennis Schroeder hits the 2 free throws. He steals the ball, and Lakers end up winning the game. I give them a lot of credit for fighting, for hanging around, and that's a big win for the Lakers. And I'm sure Laker fans, you're tuned in here, you feel good about it. You should feel good about it, because a lot of those games have gone the other way for the Lakers. And then that's including me complaining about some of the play calling, or you should foul, or you should do this, you should do that. But this one went the Lakers' way. And it's obviously a big win for the Lakers right now. Okay, I want to read off some of these comments, and I'm going to do it on my laptop here because it will be a lot easier to do it that way. All right, let me do this. Okay, let's do this. Let's read off some of these comments here. All right, people saying I'm late. Okay, what's new? Great steal by Schroeder, of course. Ham slowing the game at the end with the hack shack gave the Lakers time. Yeah, you kind of play that foul game moving forward there. Could this turn our season around, Allen? Okay, let me play off of this one. And David, I appreciate you tweeting that or putting that message in there. Okay, so let me simplify this, Laker fans. First off, Russ had 29 tonight, and he led the Lakers in scoring. So just shout out to Russ doing what he did tonight, because there aren't too many games where Russ is the leading scorer and not Braun. Okay? Dennis Schroeder hit big-time free throws, had the big-time steal. He finally woke up. He'd been quiet for a while, and you need productivity out of him because the Lakers are just thin and they don't got enough players right now. He had 19 for the Lakers tonight. To go back to the question of could this turn around the Lakers season, this is the best way that I can describe it, okay? Your next 3 games, win 2 of them. Can you beat the Portland Trail Blazers, the Clippers, and the San Antonio Spurs are your next 3 games? Can you win 2 of those? All 3 of those teams are either at 500 or below 500. Clippers have the best record at 500, and it just kind of shows how each of these teams right now that the Lakers got coming up, they're all winnable games. I don't know if it's going to turn around the Lakers season, but I will tell you that we're kind of at that point where you're about to get your guys back, and then you're not going to really have any excuses. Woj said earlier today that you could have Anthony Davis back as early as next week. He could come back in that game on Saturday, a week from tomorrow in Boston. Austin Reeves is going to be reevaluated within the next week. You got Lonnie Walker that I think is going to get reevaluated probably at some point this weekend. The guys are coming back. So you're going to reach a point here very soon where the excuses are done. There's no finger pointing, any of that stuff. And I think it's a legitimate opportunity to start moving up those standings. I mean, the NBA standings, it's great, yes, that there's a lot of mediocre teams in the Western Conference, but it doesn't help if you're not winning yourself. And the Lakers obviously got one tonight, but the Clippers are in 6th place at 24-24. The Lakers are 2 games behind the Clippers, and they're in the 13th spot. So the hope is that you start getting healthy, you get your guys back, win 2 of the next 3, and then start moving up the standings. Start winning games, because you're really not going to have any excuses And I really do believe this, that the Lakers have played good enough to be better than 21 and 25. But you are kind of what your record is. So let's see what the Lakers do from there. So hopefully that answered your question there. This was an awesome win, but if we can't find consistency or make a trade, this will just be nice in a nice win in another lost season. I don't know if they'll make a trade, but let's at least get them healthy here. All right, let's see what else we got here. Club Shay Shay. Okay. I might as well get into it real quick. I don't know what the hell was going on there. Shannon Sharpe was getting ready to take on the entire Memphis Grizzlies. Can I say something? A lot of people don't like the Memphis Grizzlies because they say that they're too cocky, they run their mouth too much, all that stuff. I get that. They're the third youngest team in the NBA. They last season had a little bit of a playoff run. They beat Minnesota in the first round, or no, not Minnesota. Who did they beat in the first round? Was it Minnesota? I can't remember off the top of my head. They won the first round, and then in the second round, they lost to the Golden State Warriors. But I know Steven Adams missed the first two games, and then Ja missed the last two games, and Dylan Brooks was suspended. So they think they can do some real damage. I got to be honest. I actually do not mind the cockiness that they have. I don't mind any of that stuff. It is what it is. You're going to either look stupid at the end because, your mouth was louder than your game, or you're going to back it up. And they're young enough to where I think they're going to be around, obviously, in the Western Conference for a while. The back and forth with Shannon Sharpe, I don't know what to tell you. It's kind of comical to me. I didn't know Shannon Sharpe was that heated over some stuff going on in the game. I didn't know the players were that heated at him, but it was obviously dominating the social media and everything else during the game. So it is what it is. I'm sure they'll talk about it on Monday when they do Undisputed and they do, when it's Skip and Shannon and everything else. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Talk offensive rebounds, please. Sure. There was a lot more offensive rebounds for the team in the white and blue than there was for the Lakers. Now, to be honest with you, look, they got Steven Adams, they got Jaren Jackson Jr., they got that dude Clark, they got big guys. So they just took advantage of a team that was a lot smaller and obviously no Anthony Davis. If AD was there, it's not going to be that much of a disadvantage. So that's the best way they can do it. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see. He's all right. I don't know what's going on with some of those comments. Lake fans, it's been a little while since we've done this, so let's do this right now. If you're tuning in right now, number one, please subscribe to the channel. I really, really am trying to grow this channel as much as I can. So we're over 20,000, but if you're here and you're here a lot and you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate you subscribe. Let's get some roll call in. If you don't know what roll call is, it's very simple. You just put where you're tuning in from. It could be the city, it could be the state, it could be wherever part of the country that you're in, or it could be whatever part of the world. So I appreciate you guys being a part of the show, and we'll read these off right now. So Cal State Fullerton in the house, first one up there. Rochester, New York, thank you for tuning in. Murrieta, San Pedro, Austin, thank you for being a part of the show. Anaheim, Pasadena in the house. We are neighbors, my friend. We are neighbors. Little Italy, Philippines. Little Italy, Philippines. When I think of Italy, I think of the Philippines. Okay, that's actually a good, pretty funny tweet or a pretty funny message right there. Washington, D.C., El Monte, Ralph's Distribution Center, Riverside in the house. My man, J.J. Ramirez, thank you for tuning in. Torrance, thank you for being a part of the show. Someone is on their couch. Yeah, enjoy that couch, damn it. It's a freaking Friday night. You worked hard all week. Kick back and relax. Let's see what else we got here. Ralph's truck driver at work, thank you for being a part of the show. Slovakia in the house. Lake Forest, California. Riverside in the house. Tulsa, Oklahoma. Haiti, Lake Forest, Modesto, Melbourne, Fontana, San Paula, Corona. Third Shift, UPS, Ohio, thank you for being a part of the show. Stockholm, Sweden. Inland Empire. Philippines, Minneapolis, Seoul. Thank you all for being a part of the show. I always appreciate everybody tuning in. It's one of my favorite things to do is to see all the different people that are out and about who spend time listening to the show. Someone's at LAX. Where are you going? Where are you going? Columbia in the house. Thank you for being a part of the show. And apparently they got a lot of milk out there, and I appreciate that. For those who don't know the story, one time I was doing a show, trying to mind my own business, live streaming, and I'm getting text message after text message from my girl telling me that she forgot to pick up the milk. It's fine. I appreciate that. That's great to know. But I'm in the middle of a live show. I don't need to know that. All right. We'll just leave that one there. Okay. So, a couple things here. And if I missed you, please put your comment in. I'll do my best to try to get back to you guys. Laker fans, I'm going to kind of reiterate this, and then we'll finish the show off with this. But I'm going to reiterate this, that the Lakers are not 21-25. I think they're better than 21-25. Mexico in the house, thank you. But the standings are the standings, and no matter what I think, that's where they're sitting right now. They're 21-25, and they're 13th. Got to get two of these next three games. So that you are, let's say, around 3 games below 500 by the time Anthony Davis comes back. And if you can do that, Netherlands in the house, thank you for being a part of the show. If you can do that, and AD is good, hey, he's back, he's healthy, and he's ready to go, then I really think they have a legitimate chance of growing from what they've done over the last, let's see, he got injured December 16th. If he comes back in another week or so, you're talking about AD, at least now, he's around 45% of the season that he's missed. I think he's missed 21 games, and he's played 25. So if he misses the next 3 games, he'll have missed 24 games and played 25. You're basically talking about you missed AD 50% of your season, yet you're still in the mix here. If they can accomplish 2 of the next 3, and then all of a sudden you got your guys back, really think they can move up the standings. And I like kind of mentioning that because it's one of those things that it kind of gives you, all right, the Lakers they're not as bad as their record is. Those last 30 plus games or so can actually work in the Lakers' favor, and then they could take it from there. So that's kind of how I look at this, and we'll go from there. Okay. So I know I get people that say, hey, Sliwa, tell, what do we call it? Story time with Sliwa. I don't know what the hell we're talking about. Healthy, we can't really be 13th. I agree with you on that. They'd probably be, well over 500 or a few games over 500. So people usually tell me, am I done here? Thoughts on Schroeder, Westbrook tonight? How about Kendrick Nunn? So I already talked about Westbrook kind of leading the Lakers in scoring, and 10 of 18 doing it was fantastic. So give him his props. Dennis Schroeder, without Austin Reeves and Lonnie Walker, he's got to produce. If he does, he's one of the only guys that can actually score. Kendrick Nunn's another one that's got to produce as well. So both of those guys produced. Glendale, Arizona, thank you for tuning in. So real quick here. So I get a lot of people that say, Sliwa, we want your story time with Sliwa. Okay? Here's the problem. I don't want to do story time with Sliwa if I don't have a story. Right? Like, I don't want to just come on here and try to tell a story, and it's not that good of a story. So I did get somebody say, Slee, tell them the story about the place, about the Grubhub order. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and tell this story. This was probably a couple of months ago, but I'm going to tell the story anyways. Lakers' next game's coming up on Portland. That's going to be on Sunday. I'm going to get the story in, and then we're going to get the hell out of here. Okay, Laker fans? So I appreciate you guys being a part of the show. So here's the quick story here. I told the story already. I did on the Travis and Sliwa show, and I told it a while back. So we're going to tell the story one more time. I don't use any of the apps for food service. I just don't. Usually if I want food, I go pick it up. So never, with somebody coming in, or I'm sorry, I always just go get the food rather than have it delivered. Okay. So not the best story, Laker fans. This was kind of a dumbass move from your guy right here, okay? This is what happened. I ordered DoorDash, or I downloaded DoorDash. So I took DoorDash. And now all of a sudden, I was kind of trying to pick between two Thai restaurants in Pasadena. So this is what happened, Laker fans. I found the Thai restaurant that I wanted. Now I narrowed it down to two, so I think I had both addresses. I don't know what the hell was going on. So I get DoorDash, and it's on my computer, and I order the food, get the full thing down, and then delivery, where they're going to deliver it to, blah, blah, blah. Okay? So I'm going to actually use DoorDash. I don't use any of these services in the past, and we're going to go from there. So food is in. I enter everything. I pay on my credit card. We're all good to go. No, I can work an app. The problem was I was trying to look at, I don't know, the menu or something like that. So I was doing it off of my laptop. So anyways, long story short, I put the food in. Now we're ordered, and we go from there. And then I get a notification on my phone. Hey, the food's here. I go outside. I go to the the lobby area, and I go look, and the food's not there. So I go back inside and tell my girl, I said, hey, look, the food's not there. I don't know what you want me to tell you. We ordered all this Thai food and the food's not there. So she looks at the address and she's like, yeah, the address on here that they're supposed to deliver it to is the wrong address. So I look at her, I'm like, no, it's not the wrong address. That's the address of the Thai restaurant. She said, no, you have an address here. They delivered it to the address that you put in here. So I start panicking a little bit because I don't know what the hell's going on. This is what I did, Laker fans. I ordered food from one Thai restaurant. Remember I told you that it was coming down to two Thai restaurants that I was going to choose from? I found a way to order food from one Thai restaurant. And the other address of the other Thai restaurant, I put into DoorDash, and I had the address of the other Thai restaurant as my delivery address. So here's what happened, Laker fans. There's a Thai restaurant in Pasadena that took my Thai food and delivered it to another Thai restaurant in Pasadena, which is about 3 minutes away. So I don't know what the hell anybody was thinking, but I found a way to order Thai food and deliver it to another Thai food place. So now I got in the car with my girl. We went to the other Thai food place, and my food was sitting right there. Laker fans, I don't know how I did it. It's basically an impossible move. It cannot happen, okay? It cannot happen. It happened. I went Thai to Thai, and then I went and picked it up. That's the first time I used DoorDash. It's the first time I used the delivery service. So I hope that story lived up to the expectations. Sometimes I forget. I tell stories on the radio, and then I don't bring them here. I need to start bringing them here. So whoever the hell suggested for me to tell that story, I hope you liked it. Can I tell you one other thing? I went and picked up the Thai food. The other Thai food was closed. It was sitting on a bench in front of the other Thai food with the other Thai restaurant. The lights completely off the whole thing. I grabbed the food. My full order was there. It said Alan Sliwa, the full receipt, went home, and I ate my Thai food. And that's what I got tonight, Laker fans. And that's all I got tonight, Laker fans. I hope you enjoyed the game. I hope you take that 122-121. And then I hope this dumbass here in front of you, I hope you enjoyed that story as well. Go enjoy your weekend. Hopefully enjoy some football. I'm back on Sunday, and that's all I got, Laker fans. Have a good rest of your night.